Hi, my name is Darlene Farris-LaBar, and I am a professor of art and design here at East Stroudsburg University and also the department chair. I would like to also thank you for allowing me to have this opportunity to showcase some of the strategies that myself and my department colleagues are using in our online courses. But first, let me say that during a time like this, people need art. They need to be able to create. This is what humans do, and when the world is dark, art becomes, let's say, a savior to the soul. Art offers new perspectives and solves problems creatively. It thinks beyond the standard. This is what I learned when I took my first art history class. My eyes were opened up to the worlds beyond. I learned about many worlds of diverse perspectives through time and across cultures. So art gave me an open mind, and I started to reflect on whether our teaching methods that have been in effect for some time really are the answer to achieving the best student learning outcomes. Being online certainly had its challenges, but it also gave me this opportunity to see technology as a tool not only for creating art, but also for teaching. Here is an example of an Instagram page that I created for my one class. It provides feedback and offers students a chance to showcase their work in progress. This is technology that is already out there. Students are using it to communicate, to stay connected. So it gave me a nice opportunity to use it for my class where students can chime in and provide group feedback and kind of stay together as they develop their work. Certainly one of the most obvious challenges of teaching a traditional media class online is to be able to go right into the students' work and show them where they need to fix some problems. So here is an example where I added distortion in the glass, reflections. I modified the apples that the student was really having problems with, and I added some highlights on the leaves and the flowers. Because I have 30 students to sit with one-on-one, I have the sessions set up as 15-minute blocks. This could be challenging, but I luckily have a painting background and digital modeling skills where I add a lot of color in my 3D models, and also I have a background in graphic design. So all this made it very nice to almost digitally paint onto the surface of my student work. Here in this case, you could see the class critique where we all looked at it as a group. We have the center one where the student presented on the one-on-one session, and then my 15-minute session where I added highlights and reflections and actually a wine glass to kind of fill that space. Here is an example where I just used Photoshop to up the contrast to show the students how beneficial it is to have more contrast and drama, and then also I was able to add some more light reflections on the back wall and more colors, even a bit of blue into the black candle in the foreground. This not only teaches techniques, but it also wakes up the students' insights. It has them looking deeper to see the world's unique perspectives and beauty that has never been seen before. Here in this painting, I was able to show how they could take the pumpkin and add some volume with shadows and highlights and various color ranges. Also, the student was able to see that there are reflections onto glass and maybe cool colors like blue in the shadows to provide a complementary color contrast to the orange, which adds life to the painting. Students were able to then take screenshots for reference later when they go back and work into their own painting. Here's an example of a pumpkin that desperately needed some help. It is a little flat, and I just added some highlights and shadows, and again the complementary colors in the shadows. Here's another example of a painting that was still in the early stages, but then with some shadows, and then since it's a sink, there was some shiny metal on the faucet handles. Here's a nice before, and then here's a after picture by one of our painting students. And here's another, which is one I did on a one-on-one session showing shiny glass. And here's the final painting from the student. There will also be a virtual gallery exhibition of the students' work from the semester. This will give every student a chance to showcase and be proud of what they accomplished this semester, and they will be able to share the links to the public, to their friends and family, and everyone together can celebrate all that they had created. This is an example virtual show from the Sally Project, which is on display through the virtual Madeline Power Gallery.